Hey guys, and welcome to my Notion tour video. Today I'll be showing you guys how I organize and plan my life using Notion. Notion has really helped me to organize my ideas, save some content, really manage my time and to-do list. I also love how Notion is so customizable and you can make your boards such a aesthetic pleasing, nice, cute little boards. And I'm gonna show you how you can do that too. So stay tuned and let's get started. So let's get started. This is my the main page that I use most often on Notion, and I named it as Life Planner. So before I get into how you can create this look, I'm going to quickly do a tour and show you what I have on this page and how I use it. So this is again my main life planner page. First, I have a banner up here that is kind of like my mood board of the year. So I created this banner on Canva. It's super easy and it's free. And I have images that kind of represent what I want to achieve this year, some quotes. And I'm very a visual person, so it's really helpful for me to have that here every day that I can look at. And then I have a little icon of the calendar. It's honestly really cute. I don't use emojis anymore, but Notion gives you this icon option, which is super cute. And then I just selected this calendar icon, and then you can also change the color here, so it's super cute. So scrolling down, I basically have four columns, and then on the first column I have a clock, which is super helpful. It's kind of bold and it's really nice aesthetically to have this on your page. Kind of gives you this homepage vibe, so I really like that. And then I also have a calendar which automatically changes. It's synchronized with your actual date, so it's super cool. These are both from external source widget from a website called Widgetbox. So I'll show you how you can do that and incorporate in your templates later as well. And then on the next column, I have a little section of a daily quote, and this also changes every day automatically, which is super nice. I don't have to do anything, but it's just really nice to have kind of inspirational quotes daily that you can look at. And then on the bottom, I have my this year's goal, and I have kind of the main big picture goals of this year written down. I have hidden it because I want to keep this slightly personal, but you can kind of customize like you wish. It could be a goal of the year, it could be a weekly goal. So I really like that as well. And then on the next column, I have all the list of things that I want to keep it as a list. So I have a book list, and then I have a little toggle here down the bottom and listing all the books that I have on my waiting list. And then I have a needs list and a wants list. So these are kind of my wish list, or the things I need to buy. But there's difference between needs that you actually have to spend on and wants, which you can actually wait. So I've separated them into two different categories so that I don't spend on wants first and then end up not having money for needs. So I have a toggle list for needs in the near future, and I also have a toggle list for all the wants. So as you can see, I want my iPad and a bike soon, and Sony camera and GoPro, which I'll have to wait. And then I have a similar style call out called content idea, and this is where I have a link to the page. So it's a different Notion page that I have, and it's just a link that if you click it, it will just take you to my content creation page for YouTube. This is not really clean at the moment, so I'm not gonna take you through it, but you get what I mean. And then going back, the next one I have is a suppliers. So I also use this as my tool to save all the information I gather from work, or what's necessary for my work. So this is honestly like the best bookmarks I've created. So if you go in here, I have all the list of suppliers, furniture brands, like interior design, like finishes, suppliers list. And if you're interested in like this, how I made this look, I have a tutorial video that you can watch. I'll link it somewhere on the video. But basically, like, I have a tag on each like brand, so you can kind of see, okay, if I'm looking for like a sofa, then I can filter, I think, with here. Yeah, so I can say like, oh, I'm looking for a sofa, which brand can I use? I just tag sofa, and then it lists all the brands that I've saved that has or sells sofa. So it's a really super handy bookmark that I have, and you can keep all the like contact details, every information that you want to store about this brand. So I really love how I made this bookmarks. And then going back to the main feed, underneath my bookmark I have this little Totoro gif, and I'll show you how you can do that too. But this is what I mean about like you can make your Notion page so cute, aesthetically pleasing by bringing in like your favorite like GIFs, images, and this one I brought it in from a website called Giphy, and you can Google like any type of GIFs and yeah, put it here, so which is super cute. And then on the last column, this is where I have kind of my Pinterest board. I'm a very visual person, like I said, so I want to look at like the mood board that I created for this year, and you can kind of link your favorite page from Pinterest here, and it kind of gives you like this mood board-esque column, which I like as well. I'm just gonna make this full page again, and scrolling down, so that was kind of like my homepage vibe. And then going down, this is where I put a lot of effort into making this template, but now I have a to-do list, and honestly Notion is so great for handling to-do lists. It did take a little long to set up this kind of template, but I will explain how this works. So I have all the to-do list in a table view style, and on the first column I have all the list of like things I want to do, and then basically I wanted to really make this work and like kind of organize like visually what I need to do, what I need to prioritize. This is something that I always kind of struggle because I have so many list of things I want to do. So I found this like idea, or like I read in a book about like this productivity, and it's called Eisenhower matrix, and I wanted to include like this diagram and like categorize what I need to prioritize first, what is not urgent, what is urgent, what is important, what is not important. So basically, as I tick these boxes, I've made a code where it kind of lists automatically into these like 4 boxes, and I can immediately see, okay, like for example, upload Notion tutorial videos on YouTube, which is important and urgent, which goes into this category. If I kind of click here, it automatically goes in here. It's super cool, isn't it? So yeah, I wanted to make this template. It's super clean and organized. It's helped me so much productive wise. And basically that's the system that I have here. So the table content look, so like I have all the names, list of things I want to do, and then I can check important or urgent, which will go into these box. And then if let's say I have things to do on my personal things, or if it's for work, I can also tick if this to-do list is about work. I just tick here, for example, and then it automatically goes into this box, which is like my work to-do list. And then, yeah, you can also check like whether it's completed or not. And I also have a due dates here. So this is really helpful for my calendar view, which I have it down here. So like if I set a date on my to-do list, it automatically also appears on this calendar view. So you can see that call dermatologist, I need to call dermatologist. Thank you for the reminder. And yeah, it kind of appears here, which I can kind of see what I need to do on a calendar view as well, which is so helpful. And then yeah, lastly, this status kind of, it's a status, and it's like a coding where I kind of did. This is the part that kind of helps which to-do list goes into which category, which I can talk about it in my next video. I won't go into too much detail because it's a lot of complicated coding. But this is what I have for the to-do list. So let's go back to my kind of home page area, and I'll show you how you can create this view. So for the purpose of this video, I'm going to create a new page so I can show you how I did everything. So I'm gonna click here, which you can make a new page. And then the first thing I do is go to this dot here and then click this one full width so we can work on a full width page. And I'm also going to hide this one here so it's super clean. And then the first thing I do is add cover. So I'm going to go to here and then change cover. And then I'm going to upload my own image. So upload file. And I've just downloaded my image earlier, I think. Oh yeah, it's here. So I'm going to upload that. And then once it's uploaded, I'm going to add icon. So you just click this icon mark here and I go to icon. I wanted this to look like a calendar, so I will type calendar. And then I want this one, for example. And then again, you can select this again and change the color. So in my template, I have it green. And then you just have to select this again so it turns green. And then I'm gonna type this as my life planner. And then the first thing, if we go back to my page, we have 4 columns like this. So I want to set up this first. And to do that, you just click this like plus sign. And then you can go down to find a column, which is down here. Yeah, so 4 column. So you just click this one. And now you can kind of see, you can type here, you can type here. You can type one here and you can type one here, and then the width you can kind of control it later. But the first thing I want to do is to bring that clock widget. So in order for me to do that, I have to go plus, and you can go down to embed, which you can also do by actually typing. Once you know Notion a little bit better, you will get to it, but you just type slash and then embedded. Embed. Yeah, there you go. You can also scroll down and find this one here, but you just want to click this one and you want to bring in the widgets link here. So the website I'm using is called Widgetbox, and then I just have to log in. Once you logged in, I think, yeah, this is the homepage that you see. And you can bring in all sorts of different things. So I have my clock and then I have my calendar. So let's click this one and create. And this basically you can customize the color and so on here. So which is super cute. But I like this black look, so I'm just gonna copy this link and then go back to my life planner. And then I just have to copy and paste this link and it should pop up. There we go. And then to bring the calendar, I'm just gonna create the plus sign here and then go to find embedded. I think it's all the way in the bottom. Yeah, here you go. And then I'm just gonna go back to the widget box, create this calendar. For this one, maybe I want to customize maybe the header background to maybe like a gray or something like that, like maybe like charcoal. Yeah, quite like this. And then I'm just gonna copy. Once you're happy, go back to my life planner and then paste this into here. And then voila. And then you can also like change the size. So if you want to align this with your view, you can do that as well. I think you need to maybe make it a bit slightly bigger. Yeah, there you go. And then you can also like change the width by this line once you find it as well. So I quite like this look. Okay, the next one that I have, let's go back to my life planner. So on my second column, I have this quote, which is also from the widget box. So I'm gonna show you how I can do that too. So I go to widget box and then it's from quote. I go to create, and if I go back, I have this like rounded corner with the gray background. So I can customize this by going into the background, and I make sure the color is slightly light, and then I also want to change the text color to black. Great. And then I can also change the icon color to like yellow, for example, which is super cute. So maybe like that. And then I think I can also change the border roundness. So if you go here, you can create like medium or like large roundness. So I quite like this too. So once you're happy, I'm gonna change the font style to normal as well. You can also customize like the font size, you know, so it's quite handy. I'm gonna go with this, and once you're happy, you copy and go back to the life planner, and here on the second column you want to type slash and then embedded again, and then on the link you want to paste this one here, and I think it should come up. Great. And you can align the sizes like this as well. Then going back to my main planner, I have now like this framing with the goals. So for this, I'm going to create things called call outs. So go back to here and make plus, and you can find a call out. So it's this one, and then basically it gives you like this framing look. So you can change the color of this. So I'm gonna make this a default, which is like that, and then basically like, and I want to create a list in here. So to do that, I'm gonna create a to-do list first, and in here I'm going to create like my 2024 goals. So I'm just gonna type in whatever goal that I have. Let's say save money this year, and then I'm gonna hover over my mouse to this like dot and then drag it in, and now you have a list in here. So you can kind of keep creating like, I don't know, your list inside here basically. And then here I'm just gonna make a title called 2024 goals, and I can actually change this text to like this one. I don't know how to pronounce it, and then I want to make this into like a star sign, quite like this look, and then maybe I'll do like in red or something. It's quite cute. Yeah, like that. So that's how I made this kind of framing effect and to-do list on here. So again, like this goes on, and that's why I have on my list like this kind of framing. And then moving on to the third column, I'm going to show you how you can create the toggle box with these framing. So going back to the life planner here, what you want to do is create a call out again. So plus, and then create a call out. Yeah, there you go. And then I want to change the color first. So I'm going to go with green. And yeah, there you go. Now you have it. You can change this list or icon according to what you want to type. So for this, I'm going to create books list. So I want to type book, and I'm going to select maybe this one, open one, and type books. And if you select all the letter, the options of editing comes up. So I want to make this bold, and I also want to make the icon in black. So changing this and select this again. Then I have to create a toggle box, and the reason I don't want to do like a to-do list checklist is because, you know, the books list would expand and I don't want that to be like going long and long and long. So I want to make it quite short and neat. So I'm going to create this toggle list first, and then I say book list here again, and then once you open it, this is where you can start creating your list. So inside here, make sure this is like arrow down, you hover over to plus, and then go to to-do list again, and you just type your favorite book. So like Atomic Habits, I read this book and it's really, really good, I recommend it, and so on and so on. So and once you're done, you can kind of close it down. So that's what I have, all of these as well. And if you want to create more, you can just actually duplicate this as well, and then move this to the next one, and then you just change this to like my needs list, for example. I want to make that in big capital, and then yeah, again, the same thing. You create like a toggle box here, and the same thing, you know, that I did. Just title it and needs, and I'm just gonna duplicate this again, duplicate, and then move this down to my wants list. I'm gonna change the icon pretty soon as well. Sorry, want. And this I could maybe change to like a heart. Then again, for the purpose of this video, I'm not gonna add the list, but you know what I mean. Then what do I have next is the contents idea, and I have a linked page. So for this, I'm gonna basically duplicate the look of this title, call it as YouTube content, let's say. Oh, I don't know why it's not there. YouTube content. Then what you want to do if you want to bring your page is to go to plus sign, and you can link your page. So you can say like link to your page, and if you have already made a page elsewhere, then that's where you can kind of just click this, and that's how I have it here. And then going back to my supplier list, this is again the same thing as linking the page, so I'm not gonna go into that. And then to bring the GIF, this is the same principle as embedded. So I'm gonna show you the website that I use. It's called Giphy, and this is like so great. If you just type like Ghibli GIF, I think it's called that, yeah. Then this is the one that I use. So if you just click right, and then copy images address, then go back to the life planner, and here you want to go back to the embedded thing. So I think it was like down bottom somewhere here, and then paste, and then it should come up. There we go. It's super cute, isn't it? Like it's just like automatically like makes your page a lot more nicer and like personal, and I quite like that too. And then lastly, I'm gonna show you how I brought this like Pinterest page. And again, like this is the same thing as the embedded. So I just go to my Pinterest, and this is, let's say this is the board that I want to bring in. I just copy this link, go back to my life planner, and then again, embed. I'm gonna find that all the way down here. Embed, okay, there you go, and then paste. And then here we go. And if you don't like, you know, this gap, for example, this is where you control, so you can like resize this, and then I think it should align. So that's how I have my basic like homepage style Notion. And again, you can like control this like width here, so like you can make it smaller or bigger, however you want it. If you want it, you know, this longer or like smaller. But that was it. So I hope you liked this video, and I hope you can make your Notion a little bit more nicer and prettier. I will leave my template down below in the comments. If you like to download them, feel free to do that. But please, please, please subscribe to my channel and like this video before you go. That would mean a world to me. I will also show you how I did the Eisenhower matrix to-do list on my next video, so stay tuned for that, and I guess I'll see you in my next video. Ciao!